So we've got some joining us. Oh, should know who's my first one that's always going to be joining. How are you two? Now let me know how you're actually hearing. Is it quite good coming through today? So if I touch my head, that's how quick it should be. We've got new internet in, so here's hoping it works, because we've got group sessions hopefully starting to run this weekend. So let's get playing. Welcome to the Keeper TV. With me, your cyber coach Lee Reed. We are now on cyber session 26. Can't believe it's gone so quick. Can't believe we're that far along, but we are. We're on question and abdominals today. Now we're on aesthetic and also athletic exercises when it comes to abdominals. We're working off a few different rep ranges, anywhere between 8 and 20 or seconds hold. And we're also working off of 3 sets today. Now we're working all the way through the abdominals, from the core all the way through to the serratus anterior. Now I'll explain those muscles as we go through, but all we're going to do is basically do a few exercises that will work all different muscles, but obviously hitting individual muscles as we go through and try and isolate as much as we can. Now I hope Dad's going to be joining in and doing it as well, seeing him there. As it's question and abdominals, as we're going through it all, what I'm looking for is people to come up with questions. So it could be questions on the week, it could be questions for goalkeeping, it could just be questions on fitness. If someone's struggling with nutrition, someone's struggling with diet, someone's struggling with sleep patterns, whatever it is, whatever the actual struggle is, or the question you want to actually ask, ping it in. Once I've done the set, I'll come back, we'll answer it, and then we'll go from there. Little one for everyone just to start with. I know not a lot of people do it. Even in gyms, not many people do it massively. But workout logs, they're massive things. What you want to do is get yourself a log of the exercises you're doing. Make sure you're always taking in information. Now, the reasons behind it are actually A, so you know how you're progressing, but also B, if you're suddenly getting an injury or you're suddenly getting tightness in certain places, are you doing an exercise that is causing that? Is the exercise wrong? Do you need to video yourself to actually have a look at the exercise? Are you doing too heavy a weight? Are you doing too light a weight? There's so many different reasons why you could be getting injuries. And if you've got that workout log, that's your backup, that's your mainframe. You can have a look back at it and you can suddenly see what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. But on to the abdominals itself, let me just clear that out of the way. We're going to start with the core. Now, the core is obviously everywhere between the shoulders all the way down to the trunk, and it's every muscle that links in around that, from your serratus to your lower abs to your hamstrings to your quads. You get the picture. It's literally every muscle that contracts the central part of your body. Now, core is very easy to work. You can go plank, you can do press up, touch. You can also do a version we're going to do today. So we're going to go down and hold a plank for around about 30 seconds. Then we're going to come up into a press up shape, and we're going to look to touch our shoulders, then our knees, and then our feet, and back to the shoulders, to the knees, to the feet. And what you'll do is you'll work the core as you're doing that. Now I want the backside sucked in and tightened. I want the abs literally flat, and you're trying to keep as much neutral spine as you can when doing these exercises. Now, I've created quite a few of these so you can do them no matter what you've got at home. Even if you haven't got the equipment I'm going to use, you can still utilize the exercises that we're going to do today. So give it a try. Even if you only do 5 of each, it doesn't matter. It's 5 of each you'd never have done before. Give it a try. You never know. You might enjoy it. The cyber points for today will come a little bit later. They'll be for 15 cyber points. So just to get that one out of the way, I'll give you an exercise that you've got to try and do with a water bottle. Send it through to me. If your technique's good enough and if you've got the right exercise, you'll get the points. So as I said, starting with the core, we're going to go into a plank shape. Hold for about 30 seconds, then we're going to come up to a press up shape, and we're going to do different touches. Now, Facebook Live, you may not see every perfection with regards to the technique, but the video I release later, you should be able to see the whole thing. So if you are struggling to see me for whatever reason, just holler on here. I'll change it around to make sure you can see it a little bit better. I'm doing it in a very small area today, but I've brought you into the gym to try and freshen it up. I've got all the weights, etc. I need in here. We can go from there. All right. So just to start with, the normal plank shape. Get yourself nicely locked. Get your balance. Come forward a little bit. And all you're going to do, hold your trunk, suck your core in, backside stays nice and straight, and you're just going to count to 30. Hey Mumfords, how are you? Stuart Pond, haven't seen you on here before. How you doing, my man? I haven't seen you for ages. Hope you're joining in with the abdominals today. That'd be amazing if you are. If you are, ping us some photos. So just really contract your shoulders, really contract your core. Don't let yourself drop. If you are struggling, just put your knees to the ground. Hello, Millie. And then all you're going to do is come up, nice hold on a press up shape. You're going to touch your hand across, touch your hand across, touch your hand down to your knee, touch your hand down to your next knee, touch your hand across to your toe, touch your hand across to your toe. Then shoulders, then knee, then feet, then feet. Who's that? How are you doing, Alan? Always coming back to that stable base where you're holding that nice plank shape or that press up shape in this one at the end of it. Breathing as you're doing it. And last two through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. And then hold, and then come back down to your stable base. Sort your shirts out, sort anything you need. Now you should have your normal towel and drink with you. So get them out now, have a little drink, launch questions through. So those that have just joined us slightly late, today is question and abdominals. Now whilst we're doing abdominals, if you've got questions, send them through. Whether it's questions on abdominals from the aesthetics to the athletic type of abdominals, or are you struggling this week sleep? Are you struggling this week with nutrition? Whatever it is, send me the answers, send me the questions, and we'll get it all going. All right. So I want it as a little bit of a conversation as well as abdominal work today. How you doing, Steve? See you doing some exercises in the garden. Amazing, keep it up. Keep the form, keep the shape. Have a try of these today. This will kick your abs a little bit. So we've gone from the core and we're now going to the top of the abdominals. Now I'm not starting easy, I've got to be honest. This is not a nice double start exercise. We're going on rollouts. Now for those of you that know the rollouts with me, I actually do a standing rollout. All the way out, all the way back up. So this type of rollout's quite simple. Now, behind you, me even, I think you can see the different types of rollouts I have. You've got from small rollout to crazy rollout. This one goes in every single direction. To the large rollout that you can also use on the back of your knees. So you can put it onto your legs and you do the reverse V-shape rollout. Now this one's probably my favourite because it hits and it hits hard. It's also quite high off the ground, so if you are struggling with the stability, as you go down, you've got more connection period to bring the abs back into play. We're going to use this one today just because, to be honest with you, I find it burns the best. Small ones on a solid surface isn't great, and this one needs a complete flat surface. You need to almost do it on a wooden floor, otherwise all you feel is the ground everywhere. Let's get rid of those. Now, you're probably wondering, I haven't got a foot roller. What am I going to do? Well, it's easy. Instead of actually having the roller, all you actually have to do, if you adopt just a sitting place and you go out and walk out as far as you can with your hands and then walk back in. You're using the exact same muscles within the core to do it, but you've not got the roller. Now, if you do have the likes of a barbell set, that can be used to do this, or if you've got any rollers, they're perfect. They would be the two I would use if I've got them. If not, do the walkout press up instead. Okay, now what we're going to do with this one, we're going to go, let's go 2 sets. So just start off a little bit tapered for everyone. 2 sets of 10, I would say. And then if you can do that extra set, you're more than welcome to do that extra set. All right. It's always going to be, get yourself a nice little 5-10 yard space. You're just going to roll forwards, stabilise it, and come back. Now I'm just going to roll out to as far as I can, making sure your breathing patterns are in as you're doing it. You might see some strange looking faces coming towards you today with this exercise. I do apologise about that. Really looking to contract your top plank and your top part of your core. So as your rollout comes, you can drive it back. So that's your first set done. We're going to go on to the second set in a minute. Just going to check if we've got any questions. What's the cyber points for today? That's easy. It's coming up in a minute. It will be for 15. And I'll tell you what it is literally at the end of the session. So once you guys completed it, there's something you've got to go away and do. It's not something I'm telling you what to do today. It's something you've got to go away and do. You've got to go away and research. You've got to go away and find the exercise. And then you've got to video yourself doing the exercise. All right. So it's one you can do over the weekend. There's no rush to this one. As long as you get it back into me before Sunday evening, the points, will go onto your system. So go away, have a little look. I'll tell you what it is at the end. All right. Once you've had a little rest of that one, if you ever feel the actual trunk sort of cramping up, just come up and raise through. All right. Just give you a little stretch of the abdominals in that one. So this time you're going back, same one. So 10, we're going all fully out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. Now again, that one I'd normally probably do around about 3 sets off, 3 sets of 10. That'll give you a nice fatigue tomorrow with that one. Because we're throwing through all the others, I'm not going to go through too much, otherwise it A, might cut off on me, but also B, I don't want to kill people. I want to try and allow them to get used to it. And then if you come back and look at it the next couple of weeks and you want to try something more, feel free to do the exercises in different amounts and go from there. We got any more questions coming in? Hello Lizzie and guys at home, how are you? How's little Charlotte? Loving the videos you're putting on, by the way, little one. So I did say that we had a bit of a nasty double exercise work to start with. I think I was lying. By looking at it, there isn't much leeway to any of these exercises. They're all sort of my favourite sort of ones for all the different segments of the abdominals. We're going to go for a V up to start with on this one. So this is going more midsection, you call. You're working both your lower and your top abs. You're contracting all the way through. Now, when I say top, middle and bottom abs, to be honest with you, the abdominal cortex is one. But isolation, if you really want to increase those areas, you isolate the exercises to allow it to happen. Now, just because I say it's top doesn't mean the rest aren't working at the same time, because they are. But to really isolate a certain cortex of muscles, so for argument's sake, later on we're going to be doing obliques and serratus anterior, you literally have to do a few other exercises around just your core to actually get that aesthetic look rather than just the athletic look. Now, V-shapes, weighted ball, football, whatever you've got. I've got about 5 kg weighted ball here. Not a particularly difficult weight, but with 10 reps, we'll go 2 sets again. All it's going to be, feet out flat, shoulders right the way back onto the ground, hands out as far as you're able to, so your actual elbows are near enough touching your ears, and you're just going to come up, now contract your core, touch the ball to your toes. Now with this one specifically, the 2 things to look out for as you're down in your initial position, really suck your actual navel in. So your abs are almost on themselves. You're pushing your bum down onto the ground. As you lift both up, try and just slightly bring the shoulders off the ground as you're on that last motion. You're not looking to come up and rock, otherwise you'll lose your core and you'll lose your balance forwards. So you'll go towards your legs. What you're looking to do is try and meet in the middle, and then slight lift, then back down, okay? I think everyone's joining in the actual core work today because there's not many questions coming in. Come on, this is question and abdominals day. I want some questions so I don't have to do too many abdominals. First person that can launch me a question, I'll give 5 free cyber points to. Hello, you can join in these abdominals. Again, first question, 5 cyber points. Launch any question you like. So going on to the second one, so the second rep, or the second set of this rep, and your shoulders are right the way down. You're going to concentrate on that contraction all the way through, and then that lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Love that. How was your day? That's a great decision. Very quick question, what I'm feeling. My day's been alright actually. I started it with about a 55-minute jog, doing about 5 miles this morning. It wasn't a high-paced jog this morning. It was kind of going out chilling, listening to some music. Did find it weird because for some reason this week everyone and their dog seems to be out, so I was running out in the middle of fields and saw more people there than I've seen in the last 3.5 weeks. So I was suddenly darting into the bushes and then back again and then out the other side, trying to give the sort of 10-15 feet gap just in case they did have anything or I've had anything, I pass it on. So I was trying to leg it out and took a nice little tumble. Don't know whether you can see on the knee. Yeah, took a couple of grazes going back through the forest out the back of the house and had a nice little roll as that happened. But bar that, I've done that. I've done a bit of cleaning the house, so a bit of a boring sort of area, but just keeping the house, keeping on top of the house and keeping things done like that. To be fair, I've then been sorting out for this and all the group sessions I've got today, so it's been quite an easy day to be honest. What about yourself? How's your day been? See, he says I didn't answer his question. See, you never sent a question in, so I didn't answer your question. No, I agree. See if we can just go back, have a look. How you doing, Sam? Should your abs hurt when you're doing the exercise? The honesty is yes. They're gonna hurt. They're gonna fatigue at some point. The stronger your abs become, the less pain they go through. So I went through about 3-4 months at one stage where it wasn't hurting, so I had to change it up because reversibility kicked in and the body had gone, this is boring, don't need to do this anymore. So I changed the whole type of exercise, and with abdominals they're a very clever and acute muscle. They go, I know how to do this, don't need to hurt anymore. I'll stabilise here, stabilise here, stabilise here, it won't hurt. So you have to basically throw loads of different things into the abdominals, from raises, lunges, squats. They all help the abs, but then you go to the isolation side and you go rollouts, V-ups, dragonflies, leg raises, Russian twists, Romanian twists, etc, etc, and you kind of throw them in, and that'll keep the pain going through the abs. So the abs should start to feel pain, but they shouldn't feel it straight away. All right, it shouldn't be a pain that's not going to go away. It should just be a nice burning pain. Is Cyber Yoshi going to say hello? No, unfortunately, he's live elsewhere at the moment. How's my back? It's all right, to be fair, thank you very much. Ooh, do I have any tips on abdominal training with a kettlebell? Kettlebells are brilliant. The problem we've got with kettlebells, they're more core type work. So they're for the strength around the midsection, the strength around the trunk. They obviously work the legs and the arms as well. So you're not getting your isolations. You could use kettlebells with some of the things we're doing today. So like when I'm doing the weights, start doing it with the kettlebells. That'd be perfect for you. With the actual one I've got for the cyber points, so I'll give a little bit here, the Turkish get up. That'd be a good one for you to utilise for your abdominals, because that works everything. For kettlebells themselves, just concentrate on your legs being the ones using it, not your back. Too many people swing the back, it's swinging with your legs and your arms. When you're doing the kettlebell, don't stop straight away. Continue your motion 2 or 3 rounds to then come down slowly. The person that stops straight away, that's where your lower back's going to go. Great question. If you need any more information on that, just holler me. You know where to get hold of me. And I'll launch you a few things through. So going on to the last one of that, the last stage of the V-ups. Going for another 10, and you're just coming up and contracting into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get rid of that. And the rest. I hope you have doing it right. The amount of years I've known you, you should be doing it right by now, that's for sure. Yes, you can do. You can use a medicine ball for this, or you could use absolutely no ball. You could just use a football. This exercise, bear in mind how many years I've done it. You're not looking to go heavy to start with. You're looking to go very light and then get better through it. All right? Don't jump before you can walk. So going on to the lower abs. One of the hardest actual exercises for abdominals is classed as the dragonfly. Now, I can't show you that in here because I haven't got the right equipment to literally load up. My body weight, I tried, my body weight takes off rather than actually coming down. So the actual weight machine moves before I do. So I need to get back in the gym and then show you guys that actual movement. But what I have got is leg raises. Leg raises are brilliant for the lower abs. They're brilliant for starters. You can also vary it a little bit like I'm going to do today. This came from a movie a few years ago. And the movie was something like The Gladiator. It was that type of principle. What they did was they put weights. They have the weights as the barbell. You've got the weight up above you and you're going to swing your legs left and right or up. So we're going to do a little bit of both. I haven't got a massive area to swing my legs today, otherwise I'd literally swing the whole way through. But if you guys concentrate on just those leg raises and the little twist up as you get to the end of the motion, that'll be perfect, and that'll hit you hard. Si, how you doing, my man? Hope you're well. Happy birthday for the last couple of days, from what I can remember. So you're just going to keep your weight up, legs down, and you're going to come up, and then a little contraction at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now with this exercise, you don't have to use weight, you don't have to use the barbell. You could literally just hang on to the bottom of a radiator, hang on to the bottom of the stairs, and just do the little leg raises, just concentrating on the actual technique of the legs rather than the upper body holding the weight as well. You could also hold on to a partner, so mum, dad, partners there, lock onto the bottom of their cars, make sure they've got their legs bent, not like a squat, just slightly bent, so they can actually hold your weight as you force your body to bring your legs up. That'll be absolutely perfect for you. All right, a couple of ones for you to try on that one. Again, going straight into it, no rest on this one. I'm going to try and get through this one nice and quick, and then get onto the sort of the nasty two at the end. Now, if anyone's finding these ones that we're doing today a little bit too difficult, but they still want to try and do different things themselves, don't be afraid to message me. You know my number, you know my messenger details, if nothing else. So those guys that don't know me personally, don't be afraid to whack a little message through going, Lee, how can I do this? I struggle with the lower abs one, or I struggle with the top abs one, or I struggle with the core one. Can you give me an easier exercise to the one you were doing? Yes, not a problem. Don't think twice. Just launch me a message through and I'll always do it. All right. Those guys that are watching that have coached me, if you want to leave a reference or a little bit of hopefully a positive little tick at the top on the keeper.co.uk, that'd be brilliant. It always helps to get the advertising going around for that. So if you can do that, that'd be amazing. Hey James, how you doing? Ooh, got a couple of questions coming through. Have a little look. How you doing, Anne-Marie? How's Charlotte? Well, there's no excuses there, Layla. I've already done one of those today, and now I'm on this one as well, plus other bits of coaching, so I think you should continue with us. But regards to everyone, hope you're all staying well, and hope you pop back to try this one in the next couple of days. Enjoy it. See you soon, all right? So on to the last exercise of that one. So again, we're on the lower abs this time. So we literally should be feeling it down towards the trunk, down towards just underneath the navel area on this one. All right. So this is the last one of the lower abs. Then we're on obliques, and then we're on serratus anterior. And of course, we then got the cyber points question, or the cyber points chance question. All right. So the last one of this one. Throw a little twist into it, so it's up, left, right, up, left, right, up, left, right. Little change up, change which way you come up, Change which way you go. Really keep the abdominals guessing. So now if you are using weight, this is your time to get a decent weight up. It's the one I've got close to me, 6 kg. Classed as pro power training ball. They're what I class as my Romanian twist balls. All you're going to have, you're in that slight B shape. So your legs are off the ground, your shoulders are off the ground. We're just going to twist. So it all comes from the trunk, all comes from the obliques twisting through. All right. So we're now working on the muscles in here, coming up through here. It's the interior and exterior abdominals. Sorry, obliques. And what it's going to be is just a twist, and you're going for 20. And then breathe as you're doing it. And again, keep toweling yourself off, keep yourself having a drink, and keep the questions coming in. We've dried up on questions. Let's launch a few more through. Going straight back into that one. The further you take your shoulders back on this one, the more contraction you're going to get from the abdominals. If you want to make it slightly hard, you can take your legs out completely flat. Don't let them touch the ground. Or you can do little pulses at the same time with your legs. Just going to try that one this time. Just give me a little pulse. How heavy is this ball? It's only a 6 kg ball. It's light compared to what I'd normally be using, but for demonstration purposes, I want to show that people can do it with anything. For you, Finn, you'd be looking to do a maximum of probably about 3 kg, 2 kg. You don't need massive amounts. You can do this with just, if you get a water bottle and you're doing the same movement, that'll be perfect for you. Hope that helps. Now, going on to the serratus anterior. Not many people would know this muscle, but basically it's called the puncher's muscle. If I come up and slightly show you won't see my face on this one, but it's the muscle up here. So it's just underneath the chest, going back through into the trap. It just goes in there. So as you punch through and you overdo the punch, that's where the area is you've got the serratus anterior. All right. Now, this one's slightly hard to do if you haven't got the actual equipment, but all you're going to do, stabilize your trunk, stabilize your quads. You're just going to punch and overdo the punch. All right. If you have got a resistance band, make sure it's on something solid. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Contract your trunk, contract your core, and you're just going to punch through. And again, we're going 10, but we're going 10 both sides. And switch across so you can utilise the opposite side. Now another one, thinking about it, trying to bring into the sort of ideas that what we're doing when we're in isolation. If you've got a water bottle, fill it up as high or so be as heavy as you can, and that little punch in there and the reach forwards would do the same sort of principles as that resistance band does. Not quite as good, but it gives you that different variation when we can't get out. So give that a try. We've had a few questions come in, so before I finish that set off, let's answer the questions. Will Zol do a cyber set? No, none of the boys are. They're well, I think Yosh is doing a live with Helen at the moment, but Zol, it will be relaxing upstairs. He's almost retired. He may come down and say hello at some point, but he's more enjoying the nice standard of life and just chilling. Their legs are going everywhere. Please send me a video of that. And going on to the last of that set. Again, completely contracting here, making sure it's in here that's hurting, but the actual trunk is the one coming around to start with, and the chest comes in afterwards. 1, 2. If you're struggling to keep your core, lock your hand in. Really push around. Again, making sure you're controlling it all the way back to the start. Don't just suddenly drop it or let the band flick back. You want to keep your technique as high as you can. Keep going, guys. 3 more to go. Now, as you can see with abdominals, it's all about your quality of contraction. You're not looking for a massive amount of speed. You're not looking for massive amounts of weight. Weight does help strengthen the abdominals and gets the actual aesthetic look, and also help a little bit of the athletic performance. But just make sure you're doing it right first. If you're not, you're going to work every single muscle bar the abdominals, and that's the last thing you want. Now, I said, I promised you I'd get into this part. 1, the hardest one, the dragonfly. Now, I'll try and send a video on the keeper in the next couple of months when we get back into the gym. I'll do it. I'll take a video there, and I'll send you me doing that. So if you're ever going to try it, that's the hardest one. For the 15 cyber points, which I know you guys have all been waiting for, what I want you guys to do is using a water bottle, so a light water bottle, one like that is absolutely perfect. What I want you to do is go and try a Turkish get up. Now, I'm not going to give you any more information on what that is, bar it's a core stability exercise. You'd normally use it with a kettlebell or a dumbbell or a barbell, or depending on the size shape you've got. All right, but I want you guys to use it with a water bottle, nothing more. And I want you to show me what a Turkish get up is. Post your answers on the keeper.co.uk, so tag the keeper in it, tag me in it. We'll get you on the actual website, and I'll also give you a little bit of coaching through it. The person that's got the best technique will have 15 cyber points, but only one person wins this one. You have to have the best technique, but you've got to go away, research what a cyber get up is. So guys, that brings us to the end of question and abdominals this week. I hope you've enjoyed this week. We've done loads of different things. We've now done 26 sessions. Still can't believe it. I hope you've enjoyed the Keeper TV this week. I shall hopefully see you next week. Look out for the challenges over the weekend. There's a lot of cyber coaching points up for grabs. Make sure you're tuning in. Make sure you're having a look at the keeper.co.uk and the Facebook pages. There'll be loads of different competitions on there. So if you are in the running for this beauty, which will be given out at the end of next week, I believe it is, don't worry, you've still got a chance to catch up. You've still got a chance to get it back and steal it off your brother. And hopefully gain some points. Well, all I'm going to say is have a lovely weekend. Hope you enjoyed watching. From me and Question Abdominals Day, have a lovely week and look out for the competitions over the weekend. See you guys soon. Take care.